everyone, Cody Rose, the Codeman. Before we start this video, I will just say rest of the summer will be a theme month. I won't explain it now, but I will explain that at the end of the video. Look forward to that. But anyhow, I'm doing it with someone, and today let's talk about something that's connected to that person, my tournament habits. Yes, we're talking about hobby tournament habits for freaking card gaming specifically. Might do a little role playing with it as a metaphor, but the point is we're talking about organized play as a thing. And behind the video. Hello everyone, this is Codemaster D Codeman. I'm bringing you another edition of the Hobby Toku Anime, where I talk about either hobby, toku, or anime. Well, for the rest of the summer, we're doing hobby stuff. And today, let's do something that's not the theme month, I will say. That's something to do with D&D. But the point is, we're doing freaking hobbies like my Yu-Gi-Oh stuff and greatness of card gaming. I met a person named Magic Friend from that. And I won't introduce him in this video, but the point is he's a good friend of mine for a long time. He's been a good friend, and now we're real friends. But anyhow, the point is we're doing hobby stuff for the next couple of months, and let's just do hobby stuff for this until the theme happens. But the point is, and lore videos are not going to happen for a while. I feel like saving that for later, but anyhow, there will be lore in between. But the point is, we're talking about hobby stuff. Let's talk about organized play. Let's begin. Well, I got into organized play because of Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, back in January of 2003, I got into Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, competitive, starting with my mom telling me that there was a store doing tournament organized play. That was, like, 30 minutes away from my grandparents. We went, and that store is Millennium Games and Hobbies. Well, I wasn't really a good card gamer for most of my hobbies. I'm not really that great with card gaming with luck, but I'm very good with knowing stuff. Like, I'm so close of winning so many times in recent memory, like the past 3 or 4 years of hobby stuff I done pre-COVID. I done way better than I was after cut school. But the point is, I got into Yu-Gi-Oh! As my first hobby crush. And basically, Yu-Gi-Oh! Stuff was mostly from original to GX, then maybe one set of Arc 5 era and one set of Zexal. But the point is, I wasn't really a big Yu-Gi-Oh! Fan after Zexal being terrible. But I still saw the anime as the only canon of my likeness until freaking V-Raids, which I haven't seen all the way through. But I know a little about it, and making him the third most overpowered character next to Yuki and Yusei from Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. But the point is, card gaming was back in those days. Yu-Gi-Oh! Was not expensive, but modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Is cheap as hell. But the point is, I got a rare card, and that is the Morphing Jar. It's not rare anymore because of inflation or whatever with reprinting stuff like. That's the problem with Yu-Gi-Oh! Now is inflation, but the point is, Morphing Jar was a card I got. And I was the first person to get to see the booster, the tournament booster 2 version of Morphing Jar. And at the time, it was like $50. Went up to $250 before the shrinkflation happened. So, yeah, it was a very expensive card, but now it's only $1 or $2.50 at the highest. But the point is, that card was so overpowered back in the day. I never used it in a deck. Dumbo me. But the point is, Yu-Gi-Oh! Was a great card game I like. And I have a few pre-releases I went to, which is just basically the following. They are the Millennium Judgment set, the first GX tournament, the first 5Ds tournament or Duelist Genesis or whatever. That and the Rose set were the only two GX of 5D stuff I did. And the other two pre-releases I went to were the I think there was one other pre-release, but the only one I can remember in my head was the freaking Phantom Beast introduction set. I forget the name of it, but Dark Appearance or whatever. That was the fourth GX set, and last GX set of season 1. Basically, those 4 were like the 4 main pre-releases I went to that I can remember. But the point is, I think I maybe went to another set, like the level set maybe, but that wasn't with Millennium, that was with another store. But the point is, Millennium has been one of my favorite things about my favorite hobby store. It was the biggest store in Hawaii, in New York, upstate Unova. Yes, I won't say the actual name of my state for stupid reasons, but Michael Bailey just wrote it. Just accept that. God damn it. Michael, can you talk later whenever Pokemon happens? Okay. Is that going to be a short? Yes. Sorry. Didn't use my glasses that time because I didn't feel like taking them off and explain. He's in the window off screen, if that makes any sense of a joke. I'm sorry. I broke a rule. I'm sorry. But back to the video. Point is, Yu-Gi-Oh! Was my first hobby. Next up is actually a weird thing where basically my next hobby obsession was Duel Masters, which is like, I love Duel Masters more than Yu-Gi-Oh! Now as an adult, even if Duel Masters failed. And the only real tournaments I went to were for the original card game. Technically, that tournament was kind of iffy. Like, I did like the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Stuff, like Duel Master stuff. But the point is, Duel Masters was kind of like a sin I wanted to do more, but they canceled it before that happened, and I never realized that and felt like an idiot. But the point is, Duel Masters was my favorite organized play moments where I almost cheated, but I didn't because it was a kid thing. Like, we were becoming a more serious group, and that's when I left. But anyhow, the point is, everyone left, I think. But anyhow, point is, next up is Magic. And yes, I'm going to split it into non-role card game coming up after this. But the next card is Magic Gathering in 2010, starting with a tournament for like freaking Shank, the first the Rise of the Eldrazi set. That was like the first tournament I ever no. Oh yeah, Zendikar. Yeah, original Zendikar was the first set I did. That was kind of good. It was one of my better positive tournaments, but I didn't win that much. It's weird because Magic is like the only card game I ever was good at to win. And like one time, like the newest time I did it, which was with freaking Outlaws of Thunder Junction, that time I barely lost all my matches, but I was so close. A lot of my modern Magic stuff is so close, but the point is, I barely win most of the time, but fail because of dumb can drawing. That's basically my weakness with card gaming, is drawing. And now let's talk about miniatures. Okay, there's one miniature card game I ever played for organized play, and that is a HeroClix. A miniatures game that you don't need to paint them. You just get miniatures of your favorite superheroes and a few comic books, mostly comic book stuff. Basically, this game is one of my favorite card games, miniatures games. I like it with the clicking and status effects. Really, I never play it anymore because I don't want to buy them. Like, they're so goddamn, miniatures are so expensive. But HeroClix might be the only game I might do. Only time will tell if I might do it again. It's going to be a long time since. But the tournament I've been to was like the first of the Ultron event, was the last time I did tournaments, plus a few normal tournaments, plus the first 2 of Avengers. Not Avengers, Infinity Gauntlet, which was the first super tournament they did. And the only DC tournament I did when it comes to pre-releases or special events are basically Teen Titans. I did one, and I think the only other was the Green Lantern special event. The first part, not the second part. Didn't do the second part. Might be interested, but the point is, HeroClix miniatures I don't really like. Eventually, I might do the HeroScape reboot. Only time will tell for that, but there's just an opinion. But the point is, that's it for miniatures, and now let's talk about my main bread and butter with role-playing. Yes, tabletop role-playing. Basically, tabletop role-playing, I did it a lot. Mostly D&D and Pathfinder. I won't explain all of it, but I need some help. Michael, can you bring Nadar? Okay. Ugh, what the hell, man? I'm trying to bond with freaking your magic friend, but he didn't want to do it because he's kind of ignoring me. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Ugh, God damn it. I know I'm a composite of you, but I feel like he has more potential than me, than you. I know this is an arc thing, Nadar. We have to talk this off screen in a lore video. Fine, leaving. Sorry. Nadar is like a composite of my D&D character and Draga from Bakugan. And yes, I did Bakugan tournaments with freaking Toys R Us, but that's another story. Also did Yu-Gi-Oh! Way before that when they did the Little League thing. But anyhow, back to our regular scrunching rant. D&D is basically split into my stuff is mostly with encounters with 4th edition. Yes, 4th edition was New Coke, but as a kid, that's how I got into it. Was bad. It was bad for the community, but it was still a good starting tool for most people. More you know. But the point is, I love D&D 4th edition for Nadar, Drago, Dragonborn. Dragonborn are my favorite race in D&D. Like, I know they didn't exist before 4th edition, and I feel like they were a good idea that was added in 3.5, but it wasn't like a real race. Tiefling and Dragonborn were like, hey, we need new people to replace gnomes. Which one we pick? Well, we have planned with freaking Tieflings since Planescape. Let's do them. I want something new as well if you do that. Dragons. We already have that for villains. No, humanoid dragons. Oh, that's great. Sorry. That was a joke of what happened. But the point is, D&D was great. I did the Undermountain reboot for encounters. I did the 2nd season, which was Darksome. I will explain it in our free month. But the point is, D&D has always been one of my favorite role-playing. Also did Pathfinder for like organized play recently as my recent stuff. But the point is, organized play is really important. Go trust your local game store if you care. And also, this video was made before for Free RPG Day, but I'm going to my local store for Free RPG Day. But anyhow, that's it for the video. Time for the reveal of the new theme up we're going to do for the rest of the summer. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you... Ladies and gentlemen, present to you our theme month we're doing for the rest of the summer. Summer of settings. Yes, the summer settings, where I talk about all different D&D settings from like the first setting from chronological order, all for the rest of the summer. Gonna do 8 or 9 of all the settings plus a wrap up for all the filler. Got that good. Hope you liked the video. This is Command saying bye bye, and hope you like Magic Friends. This is Command saying bye bye for now.